Wow. 18 years ago, I started this YouTube channel when I was a freshman in college, hundreds of miles away from everything that was familiar to me. And this channel grounded me and gave me a way to be myself while I was just completely in an unfamiliar space with unfamiliar people, trying to adapt as an 18-year-old, meeting new people, and I needed something that felt like me, a space for me to be able to
What are you eating,
express myself, be creative, and share what was going on in my heart and mind. And videos were funny, and I did skits, I did music videos to songs I loved, but it was such a wonderful thing for me to have, and it truly opened a world for me full of so many opportunities and meeting so many wonderful people. And 18 years later, this is still a place for me to come back to when my heart is being pulled in that direction. So here we are, here I am. I am so excited to be back here, and I can't wait to share more beautiful things with you all.
It is so gorgeous out. It's 77 degrees. It is the beginning of September. Do a little 360-degree turn, shall we? One thing that I wanted to talk about in this video is how growth can feel like regression when you are faced with the everyday. One thing that Jesse, my husband, always reminds me is that progress and growth are not linear. They are on an ever flowing scale. I woke up one day recently and I was thinking about all of the things I've been through in the last 8 months, 9 months, which have been a lot. Went to therapy for the first time.
Okay, I'm just going to stop for a second and share something that might be beneficial to somebody out there who might think like I did before I saw a professional for therapy. One of the first things my therapist asked me when I sat down was, "Elizabeth, is this the first time that you have ever seen a therapist?" And I said, "It is." And she's like, "Why do you think that is?" Very casually, just asking. And I said, "I just don't think my problems, my family issues and dynamics and childhood trauma and all of the things that I've been through in my life are worth a professional's time when there are people out there who've been through far worse things than me." And she kind of looked at me and said, "Elizabeth, I just learned something about you already and we just started." And I said, "Oh no, what's that?" She said, "Well, you just said that your problems and the pain that you've been carrying for all of these decades doesn't hold the same weight as somebody else's problems. But look at where you are. It all came to a head. You do need to ask for help. It doesn't mean you're weak to ask for help. It means you're strong." And I started tearing up and I said, "That's exactly what my husband told me, because my husband is my absolute best friend in the whole world. He's been my rock for 13 years and he has seen all of the good, bad, and ugly that I've had to deal with in life and all the different seasons of me as a person. But I no longer wanted to even put that burden on him because it's not his to carry. It's up to me to heal, to be a better version of myself."
Because in the beginning of the year, I was suffering from chronic insomnia and anxiety, and it got debilitating where I couldn't function. So when you hit your low, your very, very lowest low, growth can feel like regression sometimes, because I'm essentially completely rewiring my brain. I learned from my first therapist ever that I have been living in fight or flight my whole life, which I've always had a hunch that that was what the whole thing was that I was experiencing on a daily basis, was fight or flight, reactive. The reptilian part of my brain was just constantly active, trying to acclimate to life and always be 10 steps ahead of everything. It is so exhausting to live like that, and I was just done. I was just done. It's a beautiful day. Don't let it get away. This goldenrod is basically as big, if not bigger than I am. I'm 5'4". In the winter, all of this is barren and flat. So stunning. So important for the ecosystems. There's nobody here right now where I am, and it's incredible to me. There's 8 billion plus people on this planet, and I get to enjoy this space all by myself right now.
That's where I just ate my lunch.
Just call me Alice. I'm in my own little wonderland.
I released the wishes. Thank you for watching this video. I'll see you guys soon, and I am now living a life that is a love letter for my inner child, and it's been so beautiful.
Super duper fly girl, she's the cutest girl that you've ever known. When you're home alone and you're really bored, I know that doesn't really rhyme, then you know you should subscribe.